Kugan Cassius for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're at the final press conference for the boys are back in town. I'm joined by promoter Frank Warren. You alright, Frank?
I'm okay. A little bit of a cough, but other than that, I'm alright.
It's a season for these kind of things.
It certainly is. It always finds me.
First of all, do we know the whereabouts of Lee Selby's opponent?
Found him in his hotel room, so they're going to get hold of him. He just disappeared this morning. You know, pain in the arse. I'm really annoyed about it, but anyway, it is what it is, as long as he's there on the night.
So, as you understand, he's overweight?
Well, I know he's overweight. He had a test weigh-in. You know, all fighters who have world title fights, they have a series of test weigh-ins to ensure that they're losing the weight correctly. In other words, not sitting in saunas and endangering their health. He came in, his test weight, he weighed in 4 pounds over the test weight, which made him 8 pounds over the fight weight. So the British Boxing Board of Control now said that he cannot weigh less than 9 stone 2 on the night, and the IBF has stated under those circumstances that Lee Selby will remain champion irrespective of the outcome of the fight. And if obviously that means if Ramirez wins, he does not, in fact he's not made the weight, he will not be champion.
So if Ramirez was to win, the belt wouldn't be vacant, it would stay with Lee?
Stay with him, yeah.
Stay with Lee.
That's what I'm told. Yeah.
Are you confident the fight will still go ahead though, Frank?
Well, I am, but you know, all I want to know is that the guy's going to make a weight that's acceptable. I mean, what happens if he's? It's what it's what annoys me about this. You know, we moved heaven and earth to make this fight, and we relied on people who delivered this opponent or the whole fight, and they've let us down badly. You know, it's wrong what's gone on here. You know, for a guy not to come in, you know, that weight is totally unacceptable.
With you now working with the core of the British featherweight scene at the moment, Frank, obviously Lee Selby fighting this Saturday night, but there's so many good matchups, we've talked about it before, that can be made next year between those trio of Frampton and Warrington and Selby. There is.
That's why it's a bit annoying we are where we are with this one, but I'm sure that we get this all out of the way, and I'm sure Lee will come through, and then we can move on with the plans that we've got, to ensure those fights happen.
James DeGALE in action this week against Caleb Truatt.
Yeah,
that's how you pronounce his name.
Say again.
Caleb Truatt.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
What are you trying to pronounce his name?
What's that?
Yeah, I mean, talk to me about this fight this weekend.
Well, James hasn't fought in London for 2.5 years. He's been what I keep referring to as our road warrior. He's been on the road. He's done what he's had to do. He sustained a really bad injury. Had an operation 11 months ago, and it's kept him out of the ring. So this is a good test for him for a comeback fight. He's got to obviously get the cobwebs out of his system and set himself up for some big fights in 2018.
Those big fights, obviously the same names keep repeating. I think he's getting not frustrated, but fight week he's always going to get those kind of questions about Groves and Eubank, etc., etc. But do you think those fights are realistic to happen next year?
Some fights that happen, but they're not going to happen in the spring, are they? Because they're fighting themselves in February, so that's not going to happen. And then the winner's got to fight the winner of the other semi-final, so that's not going to be happening anytime soon. One of the fights we got our man Billy Joe Saunders out in Canada on the 16th. He's got a tough fight out there. If he comes through that, make a cash weight fight, I'd like to do that. I think that's a great fight. 2 Arsenal fans, Emirates.
Same Olympic year.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously Billy Joe Saunders in action. He's already out in Canada with the team.
He is.
So all ready for next week, 16th in Quebec.
Yeah, he's looking well. He's training very hard. He's got a tough fight. He's going to the other guy's backyard, but that tells you what you need to know about Bill. He doesn't fear anybody. He's got some direction. He's got some focus. He's physically and mentally in a really good place, and hopefully he'll produce a really good performance on the night.
Just coming back to James DeGALE, Frank, are you confident that you'll, as I said, be working for him for next year as well?
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We're in the business of putting on big fights. We're in the business of delivering big names, and he's a big name, and everything seems to be moving along swimmingly at the moment, and hopefully that'll be the case.
Also on the bill this week, Daniel Dubois takes on Dorian Darch, and Anthony Yard takes on Sej Locker. So yeah, tough test for both. Yeah.
Yeah, they are, and they are. You know, I keep banging on about the fact that Anthony's only had 12 amateur fights and 13 pro fights. So you look at the amateurs we've just been talking about. All the fighters we've been talking about their amateur careers. Some have had 60, 70 fights. What he's done, I think, has been quite exceptional. But he's stepping right up this time round. Guy's coming off a split decision. Was it a split decision against Stiglitz? He lost against Stiglitz. He went the distance. He's been the distance with some really good fighters. He's tough. He's got a good amateur pedigree. He's got a good pro record, and he brings a lot of experience. And he's going to ask Anthony quite a few questions.
But talk of the man.
It's the man. There he is.
And all in all, a stacked card this week.
Stacked card, good fights. I'm really looking forward to them. I think we're going to see some really some entertaining bouts, certainly on the undercard, and I hope all our guys come through and set themselves up for a big 2018.
Losing hope of TETE and Burnett? Losing hope of that making that fight?
I see that statement. Was it a 6-paragraph statement? The reasons why they're not going to make the fight about making him a rich man and setting him up and care for it, and they're financially got financial obligation and so forth. Why don't they just say 2 words? You don't need all those paragraphs, 6 pages. You just say no way, or let's get it right. We don't want that fight. We see him in Belfast. You brought him into our hometown. He was there in Belfast. We see what we got. What is in front of us. They don't want him today. We know that. And that is the biggest lot of bullshit, that statement that I've heard. So the criteria now is you don't make the fights the fans want to see, you don't make the unification matches, because your agenda is to make fights that are financially sensible rather than the fights the fans want. So go and find a lot of knockouts.
Frank, we understand that Tyson Fury's hearing is next week. Starts on the 11th, I believe. Any more to add on that? It's just a waiting game.
I don't know what's going on there. It's on the 11th, and keep our fingers crossed for him that he gets himself back in the game again. We're all funking for him to get his licence back. The heavyweight scene needs him.
It's good to see him, obviously in training. We're seeing a lot of his training clips on social media. So,
and he's got a new baby, and congratulations
to him and his
wife. That's fantastic.
Need the big guy back.
Yep.
Frank, obviously a huge fight on BoxNation this week between Lomachenko and Rigondeaux.
That's the best, isn't it? That's
unbelievable fight. Yeah. Who are you backing for that, Frank?
I fancy him. I say my man because I'm a big supporter. I just love Lomachenko. I love him as an amateur, and when I'm not being an after-timer. I've been saying it for since he turned pro. This fella is the business, and he is. When you look at what he's done in his short career as a professional, to be having 9 fights, three world title shots, won 3 world titles. He's something special, and he's fighting a guy who's a legend as an amateur and a very difficult guy to fight in Rigondeaux. So it's got the hallmarks of a classic. Because you ain't gonna have to go looking for it. It's not like with when you fight Rigondeaux, most people back off him or he's elusive. This fella will be with him. He's smart. He's a smart boxer. Lomachenko, he finds great angles. He's got great balance, poise, gets himself into good positions, and just finds such acute angles and lets these shots go. I love him. I think he's great.
Definitely one for the fans this Saturday night. Obviously, we're in December now, drawing to a close of 2017. Were you ever showing in January of 2017?
Yeah, we're working
18 rather?
Yeah, we're working on. We're announcing some dates on Monday for about 4 or 5 shows.
Okay.
So we've got 2018. Fingers crossed. We show some good fights for the fans. And did you hear what they're doing now? The government, they've cracked down on this secondary ticket market now. They're right on top of them now, stopping them. So the fans won't have to pay more money than they should do for tickets. You seen that?
I've seen bits, Frank.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Have you been watching The Jungle, Frank?
I've been in the jungle. Yeah. I'm in the jungle every day. You sure?
Have you been watching Amir Khan in the jungle?
Actually, I have dipped into that. I'm really meaning it. I never really bother with stuff like that, but I've watched him a couple of times. I think he's quite endearing. Yeah. He's good. I hope he comes through it. Yeah.
Not something you'd ever consider in your...
I got offered to go in that years ago.
Are you serious?
Yeah, of course I have. They wrote to me and said, well, I'll do it. And I said to them, this is how long ago? I said, my idea of bush tucker trial is going into Gordon Ramsay's restaurant in Hospital Road. I'm sure I want someone throwing bugs and shit, throwing shit at me. I wouldn't... Whew, don't need that, mate.
Because Boris Johnson's dad's in it, obviously. That's what made me think.
Yeah.
Not that, obviously, you're younger than him, obviously. Obviously, you're younger than him. But I didn't know you was offered to go in there.
Yeah, I've been offered to do all that crap years ago, yeah. Well, that's not crap, I mean, people enjoy it, but no, I'll say, I'm not in, I'll get enough abuse. I don't want to go and let other people, voluntarily let them abuse me. And I'm a vegetarian, I'm not into kangaroo balls.
You're in the boxing business, not in the jungle business, are you, Frank?
Mate, yeah.
All right, have you got anything else you'd like to add, Frank?
That's good. I'm looking forward to the show on Saturday, and obviously looking forward to us announcing good fights on Monday.
Frank Warren, thank you very much for on to R4 TV, and we'll catch up with you soon.
You certainly will.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.